Good morning. My name's Drew Denby. Thank you for joining me today. So, what am I going to be talking to you about today? I know so many things going on this weekend. What with all the politics that there are going around, it's almost impossible to focus on what's really important to you. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try and encourage us all to do. Okay, I'm going to try and encourage us to focus on what's important to you as a business owner, as a franchise owner, and let the rest of the world worry about themselves for now. Because if you're in a position that you're able to vote, then one would hope you've done that, or you're going to do that in good time. Once you've cast your vote, then the rest is down to everybody else. Okay, that's not really something that you can influence too much. So, what are the things within your sphere of influence that you can have an impact on? And that's usually your business. Okay, now most of the people that I deal with, most of the people that I'm speaking with at the moment tend to be franchise service provider owners who, they're desperately trying to find that high ticket client. They're desperately trying to find that client that will stay with them, that will, pay them X amount of dollars every service, and will be a easy, comfortable, good client to have. They're told by the franchise that you get a call, you've got to accept everyone and anyone. You've got to have all these clients. The more people that you have, the bigger your revenue is going to be. The more revenue you've got, the sooner you can bring on new teams. You bring on more teams. Teams create momentum. Before you know you're going to have $1 million business. Okay. Now, if you've been doing this for any length of time, and I'm guessing that most of you probably have, you've tried that. You've tried to replicate all of that, and the problem, doesn't seem to be resolving itself. You have more teams, which in real terms means you have potentially more problems to deal with. When you're dealing with humans, they come with a lot of baggage. Now, some of it is good baggage, some of it is not so good baggage. And to be honest, if if you're hiring lots and lots of people, then you've got to have a way of making sure that the people that you hire fit the parameters that you need, and you're looking for those with the right sort of qualities. Now, there's a great chapter in one of Dan Kennedy's books where he's talking about staff as if they were assets, as if they were a machine, and he refers to the widget making machine, and he says, if you owned a factory and your job was to produce X thousand widgets a day, and you had 3 machines that each produced 30 widgets each, you'd still be short. So you go out and buy one more machine, and now you'd just be slightly over, and that would be great. So you've got 4 widget making machines that are running at 100%, and they're doing you 30 widgets a day. So 4 3 to 12, your target's 100. So what do you know? Now actually you're ahead of the game. That's excellent. And then one of the widget machines, breaks down. So now you've got to get it fixed, but that's okay because you had 4 machines and you were 20 up, so you're okay for a little while. You can get by, while that machine's being fixed because you had that little surplus. Okay. Unfortunately, the other 3 that are running, one of them is running a little rough, and now it's only actually producing 20 widgets a day instead of 30 widgets a day. So now you're down from 90 widgets to 80 widgets, and you needed 100, so now you're 20 short. The 20 extras, you see where I'm going with this. So what does any factory owner do if he can't fix that machine? He gets a new one, puts it in, and you're back up to 120. Now, we don't do that with people. You can't do it with people, probably. Take that analogy and just adapt it. Instead of the machine breaking down, it's someone who turns up late every day. It's someone who calls off last minute. It's someone who, is feeling ill all these things will affect the productivity of your business. So again, when you buy that machine, when you hire that person, you need to be looking at, reliability, quality of build, and how do you find out these things? Well, how do you think, people? You'd look at the reviews, wouldn't you? If you were buying a machine, you'd go online, you'd search that company, you'd find out everything you could about anything else that they've made before. You'd try and find out how reliable the equipment that they produced was going forward. You'd then speak to people that have already got one of those machines. You'd find out whether that was the good. But geez, we spend more time researching a phone than we do the people that we hire. It's crazy. I think it's crazy. And you know why we do it? Because we think in here, see, I'm a good judge of character. See, I can just tell. I get to speak with someone for a little bit. And I get a good feeling about you. You're going to be a good one. Come join the company. Let me pay you money. Trust that you're going to do what I ask you to do. And then we get so annoyed when it all goes pear-shaped. Because here's the other thing about humans. They're very, very adaptable. We learn very quickly. And what people invariably will learn is how to get a job. Not how to do the job, just how to get it. So they become very adept at interviewing. And they know about smiling. They know about saying all those things that you want to hear. Because all their goal is to find somewhere else where they can go every day and find someone who will pay them once a week. That's their goal, not to do a particularly good job, not necessarily to become the best at whatever it is that you're trying to hire. That's not their goal. Their goal, and your goal probably was the same, is literally just to get a paycheck. So what you have to be trying to do is work harder at searching for those right people. Make sure that the bait that you put out to attract your applicants is only going to attract the sort of person that you want to hire. People will tell you, you need to go on Indeed, you need to go on Facebook job page, you need to go put cards up in laundrettes, put cards up in churches, all these places. Now that might be where a lot of people that, don't have a lot of money go. I'm not suggesting for a second that everybody that goes to laundrettes, is out of work. But they don't have enough money to buy their own washing machine, so that's why they go there. Nobody goes to the laundrette for the social life, okay? They go there because they don't either have a machine or they do it's broken and they can't afford to repair it. So think about the sort of person that's going to these places where you're advertising, okay? And maybe you need to change the advertising that you do. Maybe you need to make it so that it isn't going to necessarily appeal to everyone, but that it's only going to appeal to the sort of person that is probably working somewhere else and not being appreciated. Someone who's undervalued where they are, it doesn't really take much for them to see the benefits of going somewhere else where they're going to be fully appreciated, okay? Money isn't always the main driver. Yes, it's important because, hey, these are not necessarily positions that are going to attract huge paychecks, but they're used to not earning huge paychecks. What they would like, instead of just that, is a bit of respect. It is some gratitude. It is, being treated as you would want to be treated. It is giving them the right equipment that they need. It is making sure that everything that they have to work with functions properly. Making sure that you're not asking them to do jobs that are unreasonable. If you're sending them to deal with clients, make sure that the client is not going to be unreasonable. These are, if you work hard to find the right people, you want to make sure that they stay, and they're not going to do that if you send them into situations that you really wouldn't want to be in yourself. So finding the right people is quite key to any franchise service provider business, whether it's a pool service, whether it's a lawn service, whether it's a cleaning service, window cleaning, carpet cleaning, doesn't matter. Principle's the same. These people you've got to be able to rely on them, because you're not going to be there with them whilst they're working. So you've got to make sure that those qualities are there to start with. You can teach someone how to do the job you want them to do, but you can't, it's really difficult to change the character of someone. So there we have it. Character. Big word. Got lots and lots of letters in it, so that must mean it's an important word. Character. Love it. Okay, so there you go. First step then is make sure that the people you have that you're relying on to do what you want done are up to the job. Yeah. Get a good widget making machine. That's what I'm saying, I guess. All right, people. Now look, I'm working on a new webinar coming up soon, specifically for franchise provider owners, talking about some of the things that I've done with other franchise partner owners in businesses, which get them the results that they're looking for. Everybody says that you want to get high ticket clients. It's no good getting high ticket clients if you haven't got the staff who can deal with those in an effective and an efficient and a consistent way. So if you feel that you've got that, or if you feel that you're getting close to that, then maybe joining the webinar would be a good thing to do. So if you just give me a thumbs up on this post, I'll see that and I'll know that you're interested, and I'll make sure that we send an invitation out to you. Okay, thanks for your time, and you have a fantastic day.